Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. Here we are playing Chained Echoes. Today is a backtracking episode. We gotta go find a fast travel point and head backwards. We gotta go backwards to go forwards. Because I don't know how to beat the Jin. So we gotta make it to a fast travel point, and I think that there's one just beyond here. So if I head back out, yeah. Yep. I kind of like the little hopping animation. Boy, it has been really quite an eventful last 24 hours in the Pete Plays household. Open teleport menu. Let's go to Roland Fields, I suppose. Oh, goodness. Was there other? No. What's? Hey, ooh, there she goes. Let's go to the Cortara Mountains. There's still some places I didn't even get to. Oh my, oh my. Well, let's just start sort of traveling our way around and see what happens, you know? Like it's been, oh, like here's some big boys. And one of them's a sparkly gent. Yeah, it's been a wild day. Basically, it's okay, buddy. She's barking at the trash trucks. I think these guys are weak to wind? They are. Oh, and I also could have just looked at the menu. Oh, boy. Basically, I had a game yesterday. I went and did a game. Oh, no. And, I went and did a game yesterday. And on my way back, I'm thinking like, oh, man. I gotta get back. I gotta get back to my sweet girl. And I wasn't paying attention, and I was speeding, and I got pulled over, and I was given a speeding ticket. Wow, 7 SP for that. That rules. And I'm not gonna say I deserved it because I don't think that in general giving speeding tickets is a good use of public funds. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to get all weird and political, but you know, I broke the law, right? I'm not trying to say I didn't. So I got pulled over. Snake. I got pulled over. I got a ticket. Are they weak to... Oh, we don't know what their weaknesses are. It's not wind, that's for sure. Ow. And the officer was very... Excuse me, what? Oh, man. Well, we are not going to be able to hit with any physical attacks for a while. But I can inflict oil. Oh, it already had oil. I should have done the other guy. Spoot! Get out of here. Miss. What was I saying? A very, very polite officer. It's no problem. I broke the law. I have to deal with it. But it's just a bummer because I wasn't. Yeah, I was just trying to get home to my sweet baby girl, you know, and you can't really say that to an officer. Excuse me, officer. I'm so sorry. I was trying to get home to my sweet baby girl. So anyway, I get home and I'm wicked bummed out because like that's money. That's money I don't have, right? And ooh, more big boys. And one of them's a sparkly big boy. I get home and I'm just thinking, oh, it's just time to see my sweet dog. And I find out that she has chewed up my glasses. The very glasses that I am wearing. She messed them up real bad. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Yeah, she chewed it up. It's all crunchy and weird, and she kind of chewed up the ends, and she popped one of the lenses out, and the lens has like nicks on it now from her tiny little razor sharp teeth. Whoops, sorry, bumped the mic. And let me tell you, it was hard. It was hard. It didn't feel good. Oh, Giga Drill. I don't think I saw that one earlier. So yeah, I went to bed. I got up this morning, and this isn't like a bad thing, I guess. It was just sort of a weird thing. I am walking Jazz this morning on our little morning walk, and these two really gorgeous retriever mix looking dogs come up, and they're very, very friendly boys. I think they were boys. I couldn't tell. It was dark, and I'm not good at dog gender. Although technically dogs don't have gender. Whatever. Well, that's a topic for a completely different episode. Can I go this way? Oh, it's broken. Oh, that is why I cannot go that way. I wonder if I can get over to Flandern. Ball. Ball, ball. Ball, ball. Well, I don't really want to go there. I guess I'll go back to Rolling Fields. Rolling Fields. You cannot pass here. Oh, okay. Well. Ooh, let's fight these guys. That'll be easy. Well, not as easy as I thought. Big sweet boys. Really sweet boys. But Jazz was just not having it. She was really unhappy. And was afraid, right? It was kind of getting defensive. So I couldn't like do anything about it. Which made me sad because whenever I see that, like they were clearly like domesticated dogs, or not domesticated. They weren't wild dogs. Ooh, this jerk. Okay. That doesn't feel fair. It doesn't feel fair at all. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Well. Oh, I'm not gonna die. Okay, let's just do this. It should get rid of the seedlings and maybe the saliva. Anyway, they were beautiful dogs. They had colors, they had, you know, everything. And I just couldn't, they were so friendly and so sweet. I just couldn't do anything about it because I had Jazz and she was just scared out of her mind. And I hate that for her because she just in general is not comfortable with big dogs. Which is so weird that when she goes to my parents that she has such a good time with Rosie and Ruger, who are big dogs. They look bigger than they are, but they're both 70 pounds. They're sturdy dogs. And Jazz plays with them like she's just as big as they are. So, but yeah, these little sweet golden retriever mixes. One had this gorgeous like caramel and cream modeling, and the other one was black and gray, and it was just, they were beautiful sweet dogs. And I felt silly that I couldn't do anything to help because they were clearly just like, oops, we got out, like, you know, that happens. And we're not even like my dogs when I was a kid, like Winston and Luke. Sad boy is Luke. Winston, he doesn't really have a nickname. I mean, besides like Weenie. I wish I had an all attack with these guys. They would just sprint. They would just run. They loved to run, and they would just run around with no idea what they were doing. Because they didn't know what to do with their freedom, and they were just like, I'm running. These boys were just trotting around, having a nice time. Okay. I mean, if there was treasure there, I already got it. Oh, that's where Attack the Yak was. But I attacked him. Oh! What? Oh, he's back. Attack the Yak is back. Ow! I wonder what I'll get for this. Bum 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 bum. Ah, okay, everybody's still alive, but we can heal and feel very good about ourselves. Beautiful boys, beautiful sweet doggo boys. Uh-oh. Ow! Sword wave again. There we go. Got a yak horn. That's nice. That's a thing I need for updates. And by updates, I mean upgrades. Updates. That's not the move I meant to do. Oh, man. Bonk. bum, 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 bum. Be on fire! I'll just do a normal little poke! Coconut fiber. Whoa. I don't know that I've been in this before. If I did, it was 20 episodes ago, and I don't remember. I'm Glenn. I'm an underwater boy. Catch a fish. Nope. Okay, can't catch fish. Whoa, what's your deal? If you see my wife, don't tell her I'm here. She booked a vacation at the ocean despite fully knowing that I can't stand seawater. I mean, I'm a freshwater fish man. Is she trying to kill me? Well, I found the Fiorin couple. I would love for that to be more than... Ooh, angel wings. That's kind of nice. Ba 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 ba. Is there no other way back up onto the shore? It appears not. It's very Zelda of you, putting me into the water. Well, that's a nice little... Oh, you know what I could do? Is start looking at my, like, map reward things. Inventory? No. Journal. Reward board. That's what it is. Whoa! Cool. Claim reward. Oh, I don't have any reward. Oh. Okay. Win an encounter against crabs with only Glenn. How do I get only Glenn? Can I leave people out of my party? Wait, let's... Formation? Oh, interesting. Okay, so I can think about that. Yeah, I can try to get some of these rewards, because there's a lot of... Find 3 out of 3 hidden caves. 3 out of 3 saliva. But I'm missing crab encounters. Complete the quest at Goblin's Dilemma. Quests. What about quests? I haven't even begun a Goblin's Dilemma. I don't know where to find a goblin. Okay. But if I get this one, I'll have a longer chain. Find a class emblem in Roland Fields? I know there is one. There's 28 treasure chests. Complete the quest into the Maelstrom. What is that? I haven't even started it. Well, let's... I'm pretty sure... I'm pretty sure the class emblem that I couldn't get to was somewhere over here. So I'm just going to start wandering this way and kind of see what I can find. I love this tune. It's so good, man. I think I'm going too far up. What's your deal? Ah, member of the Adventurers Guild. Let me help you with some hints about unique monsters. Firstly, a yak is... Well, I dealt with him. You can find a frog jumping about north of Basil. Ooh, a frog. It likes to relax in hard-to-reach places, but if you're lucky, you can encounter it in the middle of the path. Ooh, okay. North of Basil, there's a frog. Okay, let's remember that. Yeah, okay. I cannot do it. Okay. That's a bummer. I wish I could figure out how to make that work. Wait. Nope. Okay. Man, it's allergy season. It's kicking up. It's happening a lot. I have a friend who works as a like a clinic administrative personnel person. Oh, that's a pretty little picture. And they were like, yeah, we're getting a lot of people with colds and sinus infections, and you see these claws, Mark? Okay. Into the wheat. Beep, 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 beep. So yeah, it's getting sinusy in our faces and noses. Man, wish I could figure out how to get over there. Running through the fields of gold. That's not how the song goes. I don't remember how the song goes. It's like through the fields of barley, summer time to get on time. It's the fields of gold. Something like that. Okay. North of Basel. But I thought it was over here. Somewhere around here I thought was a class emblem. But I could be wrong. Oh, they said if you're lucky, you can see it in the path. Maybe. Oh, you know what? No, I'm thinking of Octopath 2. I was like, oh, you can only see some things if it's day or night. And then I'm like, wait, there's no day or night in this game. That's a different game. For a different game that I haven't played in 3 weeks. I would... Are you the frog? Are you the menace? No. Because I've been... doing so much ding-dang work on my dissertation. What's over here? I do kind of wish there was a little bit more detailed of a map. You know? Clothes bonus. Just wear some clothes. Why don't you have any clothes on? I forget what this goes to. Spooky time? Okay, I don't want to be in spooky time. Spooky town. I didn't say time or town, I just said town. Which, you know, that's the thing you can do. Oh, there he is! Wait, have I beaten this boy? I don't think so. I don't think I've messed with this guy before. Oh, yes, I have. Leaping the frog. Maybe, or maybe I lost to him? Let's armor break him. He's probably weak to fire, right? Nope. But that sure was a pretty good... Let's try wind. No. Hey, could you leave Killian alone? Leave Killian alone. Boom, boom, why did I armor break? I meant to do the other one. I'm singing a frog song. Oh, wow, we overheated really fast. I was not paying attention. I'm doing a lot of that recently. A lot of not paying attention, you know? Eat spear. Okay. That's nice. Let's just give Killian a snack. Just a little baby snack. Yo. This'll do it. Get out of here, dude. Yeah, I must have already beaten him. Well. It's kind of hard. I know I leveled some skills up because I ooh. There was one here. Maybe I already got that one too. I figure if I saw it this easily this time that I probably... Oh, it's another one of these nasty guys. Let's not use fire, because when I use fire, it does that retort. Just do a normal attack. Get away! Yeah, cool. Flask of Saliva. My favorite band. I was thinking about them the other day as they came up on my Spotify shuffle. Ooh, crabs. We will attack them. Oh, I can do beat some crabs with only Glenn. I just think about how... Oh, that should be easy peasy triple squeezy. Boobless. Michael Boobless. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, well, that was... I shouldn't... Okay. Reep, beep, 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 zee, beep, 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 beep. Bonk. Okay. I wonder if they'll just come back. Earth resistance. That could actually be really good. Yeah, maybe I should... Okay. Maybe I should... They're not back. Need crabs. Check out my resistances. And see if there's anything I can put together. Okay, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I should be just fine. I got a snack. Bum 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 bum. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Silly, silly. What? Oh, he buffed himself. Interesting. It doesn't matter. Yes, I did it. Now I will put my team back together. What's this? Killian, Victor, Lenny, Bethraz, Rob, Sienna. Okay. Yeah. Longest chain 14. I want to claim a reward. Oh, nope. Not yet. What's over here? Kill a Slorse by poison. So I gotta remember where Slorses are. I think they're in the far right. And then I can get that chain of 16 and I'll get another Grimoire shard, I think. No, it's a Sacred Water. That's okay too. I gotta find some buried treasures. Gotta find another hidden cave. When encounter gets a Medusian Vipers without using any skills. Interesting. I think I could do that. Complete the quest, no place for happy endings. Gold D Waterfly. Buried treasure. Dwelly of the Valley. So in Cortara Mountains, there are some unique monsters that I haven't run into, nor have I even explored most of the area. But I wonder if that's just because most of it's like not available to me. Humbity humb. Where are your finest sources? Ooh, more stuff. How do I get over there? O'Grain Grotto. Wait, you know what? I might not have gone in the O'Grain Grottos. Did I? I don't remember. I don't remember names. I don't remember anything. Oh, man. Just do a normal attack here. Nah, let's do that. One thing that's for sure is I've got to think more about... I can't get stuck in the sort of Final Fantasy way of thinking, which is like, here's my party. And I've got to think more about, here's my whole team. And when should I swap people in and out? Okay, here's a... like it was... Yeah! Buried treasure! I've got 3 of 4 then. Right? Let's check my reward board. Where's the buried treasure? Find 2 of 4 buried treasures. What? I only had 1? Maybe I only had 1. I thought I had 2 already, but maybe I did not. Just get out of here. I wish I had more all attack moves. Excuse me, sir. Oh, that'll do it. Where were those snaky snakes? Oh, they were right up at the entrance of the Cortara Mountains. You know what I'm realizing? This would be... I thought... Maybe the source is up here? I thought there were sources on this upper right quadrant. Bonk. And now, why? You weren't supposed to do that. Oh, he didn't die. Now we're in trouble. Oh, but it only takes you down to 1. Loser. I prevail. I am bleeding, making me the victim. Yeah, I thought there was a source up here. Boop. But I must have been wrong. This is, this kind of thing might actually be really good for streaming. Like, maybe for the next couple episodes, I won't actually advance the plot much. I'll just do a lot of sort of searching around. Because, like, I think the game really lends itself to that. And I've shied away from that a little bit because my channel doesn't really lend itself to that. But that's mostly just because of my, like, sort of fears and anxieties about like having a boring show or whatever, which I don't know why I continue to think that 6 years in. One, because the people who watch my show and tell me about it tell me it's fun. And also, it doesn't matter. It's my show. I can do whatever I want. Like, I'll do respect to you, the viewer. I'm not a famous internet personality. I don't think content creators owe anybody anything, even if they're big. But like the idea that I need to be worried about how interesting things are is silly. Why was I coming back down here? I was looking for a Slorce. Oh, but I was going to go to the grotto place. Okay, let's fight these guys. Excuse me. Get oiled. Nice. Okay. Probably got one. Oh, I got 3 SP for that. That's not the bad at all. I could have sworn this is where the Slorces were. Aha! Kill a Slorce with poison, which means I need to swap Rob in. Let's armor break this boy. Oh. Okay. What's his? Okay, I'm going to sit tight here. I'm going to swap Rob in. I'm going to poison shot. Yes! That ruled! That was so good. First try. Ah, cool. Reward board. Oh, now I got a melted chain. Give me that secret water. Oh, man. And if I can get buried treasures or... What's an Alphoarn? Oh, this is Cortara stuff. Okay. What's this? There's more treasure chests in Fansport. Join the Adventurers Guild. I did that. Buy 3 deals. It's a class emblem in the Fjordwood somewhere. There's more treasure chests in Farnsport. Okay, let's check out this grotto thing. And try to remember if I've done this or not. I haven't. I have not. Let's just take one quick gander. Used bandage. Gross. And see... I wouldn't think this would be so... Oh man, this is big. I wouldn't think this would be so gnarly that I couldn't do it now. Let's see if we can find an encounter, though. Do I want to pull this? There's a loud sound in the far distance. You don't think you can reach it from here. Okay. I'd love to just find an encounter. Chemistry! I don't know what that means. Whoa, it is intense in here. Well, it disappoints me that I can't go this way. Is that it? Surely not, right? Surely they wouldn't be like, welcome to this cool place, and then you can't do anything about it, right? Like, there's a hoppy spot. There's no hoppy spot here. Well, boo-boo stinkwinkles. This music rules, though. Vibe kind of reminds me of the hidden city, hidden castle. Find 5 out of 5 collectibles. What did I do there? Oh, this is another... Oh, interesting. Okay, so I can put that together and maybe get another Grimoire shard. Okay, so now I'm starting to realize part of leveling up is something opened and it says I can't reach it from here. Part of leveling up is completing the reward board because then you can get more Grimoire shards and get stronger. So I don't think I can do anything else in here. But... Hey there, pony boy. I don't think I can do anything else in there right now, but that's cool. That's good to know. Okay. Next time on PETEPLAYS, we're going to try to find some class emblems. So we'll probably go back up to the Fjord Woods. Because we found the class we found the class emblem in Cortara Fields. And I don't know, we got a couple other places. We'll keep looking around, and surprisingly, there's a whole lot to do that doesn't involve advancing the plot, and I love that. We're just going to keep doing it. Holy cow, this is episode 35. We're halfway into the length of what my 3 longest. I had 3 that made it into 70 episodes. FF7, FF5, the first run, and Pokemon Yellow. I think they were 71, 76, and 73, respectively, something like that. I anticipate this going longer, which is totally fine with me. We're having a blast. Might take a short break, somewhere around 50 episodes, do a week of something else, just to kind of mix it up a little bit, but... Boy, I love this game. This is a lot of fun. I'm not getting tired of it. Hope you aren't either. We'll see you next time on PETEPLAYS. Bye.